Hello, the internet. It is Saturday, the 4th of February 2023, and welcome back to the channel. I'm pretty psyched on this one. Yes, I am. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when we did a stream and I was telling you SteVAN is sold? That's because I did sell it and I was a little despondent about that. Well, we have a new SteVAN, but as you are probably not aware, but as you would be, what's the saying here? It's not going to be called SteVAN, as you would expect, but it's a van. And I think, well, the point of this stream is to show you a little video I shot yesterday after I'd picked up. See, I'm smiling here. I'm really psyched. I'm really happy with this. And well, I hope we can all enjoy the van together, because it's going to be streaming from something. I don't know. We got to give it a name. We got to come up with a name. We don't have to. I think the best part about the way SteVAN was named was how it sort of came out just sort of naturally. So this time around, we'll hopefully get a natural name. Yeah, I mean, by the way, I see 3 watching and 3 upvotes. Thank you for the 3 upvotes. Much appreciation. In the chat, Rich, hey, givers, are we on DLive or Tubes of You? We are on YouTube. Thank you, my friend. And Dugsky, Ivan or Evan? Ooh, Ivan. Ivan sounds good, but it's a little too Apple-esque. You know, when Apple, iPod, and everybody just named their business something, like iPlumbing or iGutters, or I like the idea. Well, I got a little video. Should I roll the video and then you can sort of think about it? Oh, yeah, look, we'll probably roll this video a few times, right? Let's get over here. Where is my video here? I'm going to crank this up. It's going to be... There it is. Let's make this sucker full screen skins. Kill the music. What am I doing out here in the woods, in the bush? I want to introduce you to the new SteVAN. Just picked this up today. I'm going to give you a little quick skis, and then, well, I don't know. What are we going to do? I'm just going to show it to you. I'm a little excited. I've literally just driven it back from the previous owners. Well, I can tell you a little about it. It's got its little fridge and freezer. That's that section. Obviously, this isn't just sitting here, but there's the bed and everything that I've got to manipulate and make my own. No curtains in there. I've got to do that. On this side is the tailgate, where we have 4 lovely pull-out drawers. That's going to come in handy. There's that fly that was biting my leg before. These are all going to come in handy, right? Beauty, 4 of those little suckers. It's a beauty. It's a 2005 model. It's a Shamanixi. A couple of jobs I got to do. I'm going to take these off, and I'm going to take all 4 of them off and clean them up and then put them back on. Paint them, maybe make them black or something. That's an easy job. Inside here is where you drive. It's got a steering wheel. It's got lovely seat covers. It's all quite nice. 1,800 on the clock, so the odometer, the life of this thing is good. Let me pop the hood. Petrol engine. Oh, roof racks and an awning. Awning! That's cool. That's going to come out and that'll give protection. Haven't opened this yet, aside from when we were inspecting it. Ouch! Bear with me. So, engine-wise, everythhing's really good, really clean. I mean, I'm no mechanic, as you're very well aware, but this is in good condition. Bull bar on the front. I'm going to put probably a big panel light across here, I hope. These are the plans I've got for it anyway. But as it stands right now, pretty psyched. The owners were asking 22,000. The market has changed. They wanted 22,000, ended up selling it for 19,500. And yeah, I'm pretty wrapped, pretty damn stoked. It has
mud tires. Oh, here's also, there's more damage here on these things. You can see a little bit here as well. But I reckon I can take these off and do that job pretty easily. And it would make sense to do all 4 of them to make them even. What else can I tell you? Let's go in and have a little look on the inside here. Oh, it's got a ladder which I probably won't use. Oh, dual battery, of course. Battery down there. So almost ready for streaming from, what are we going to call this? It's not SteVAN, is it? Streaming from SteVAN. I don't know. SteVAN? Nah. What else can I tell you? Drives nicely. Really drives nicely. Pretty much the same, right? SteVAN. No sunroof. No crystal lightning bolt roofs. But it's got its own set of goodies, I suppose. Some outlets here of 12 voltness, goodness. Charging and all that stuff. But yeah, overall, oh, it's got a shower. So cold water shower, which is powered from the mains battery. Pretty stoked. Like, you know me and SteVAN, and I was really upset about it, having to sell it. Well, now I'm back on Daleka Club. There is space up here, obviously for solar panels, and there is an Anderson plug down here, which I can tap into. Where is it? Up here somewhere. Oh, I can't see it. Anyway, it's somewhere in here. There, right there. So I can put a solar panel on it and keep the second battery, and I'm probably going to put my other battery, so 3 batteries in totes for streaming from whatever we call this. But let's fire it up so you can hear the engine. Let me get the keys out. No issues with the engine at all. It's a beauty. That's an NRMA battery. That's lousy batteries. But what else can I tell you while we're here? Yeah, I mean, the only real, oh, there is a little bit of damage. It's just here on the back side here. I guess this bit of damage will remain as damage. It's not bad, but it can't be scuffed out. That's all plastic. But yeah, like I said, these panels, I'll take them off. They're just screwed in. I'll take those off, sand that back and paint them. I don't know, what color do you think? Black would look pretty sweet. How about this? Mitsubishi Daleka Space Gear Super Select 4-wheel drive with Invex, whatever that is, specially designed for all outdoor players. We're outdoors right now. We're players. I'm back in the game, folks, and I will make this streaming from something. We'll go live streaming. We'll do all kinds of cool stuff. That's what I wanted to show you. That happened today, and I'm pretty psyched, pretty stoked.
Definitely psyched, definitely stoked. If you're stoked as well as I am, smash the like button. I see 8 watching and only 5 likes. Let's get this shizzle up, skis. Yeah, I am really stoked. Really stoked. It's in very good condition. Aside from the little that side scuff on the back right-hand tail, that's the only issue. Those wheel arches, I can definitely take those off. Remember I smashed my old ones? I can take those off and sand them back and paint them. In the chit-chat, Ivan or Evan or Vance? Vance. I'd think of Vance Joy, though, and I don't know if that's such a good thing to think of. Great names, Rich says. Gee, it's a good setup. It is a good setup, isn't it? It's going to be great. Looks good, Gives. Hey, Rob. How you doing, man? Thank you, dude. Hey, JD Max. How you doing, man? How about IRL van for your live streams from it in real life van? Congrats, brother. Awning even too. Yeah, man. How many kilometers? 180,000. Hey, man, could you give me a second? I just got back from a surf and I got to go to the bathroom for a whiz. I drink a lot of water before surfing so I don't cramp up, and I got to let a lot of it out. So just give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, my apologies for that. Yeah, just literally came back out of the ocean. So, clean, take off the wheel hubs, sand them back, paint them, and I would take suggestions on what color I should paint them. I'm open for anything, but I was thinking black. Black would, but then again, black would just make it look like the tire. I don't know, but anyway, we'll decide that. Another job that's got to be done. So I'm going to keep it garaged, and it doesn't fit in the garage as it stands. So I guess I could show you. Let's go back over here. So is that a good shot of it? Where's the roof racks? Okay, so actually that wasn't the greatest shot. No, I thought I had a good clean shot of the roof rack somewhere here. You can kind of see. Okay, so there. So actually, right where I'm pointing, the thing I'm pointing to, they call them legs, or do they call them legs? What do they call them? I can't remember what they call them, but either way, they're too high. As you can see, there's quite a fair amount of clearance between the top of the van. I haven't got a name for it yet. I want to say SteVAN. So there's a fair bit of clearance between the top of the roof and the bottom of the roof rack. It's like about that much clearance. It only needs to be like, in fact, the less it has, the better, or the less you could make it, the better. And so Rhino racks do make shorter legs. So I'm going to go out today and just measure it up and measure which legs I should get. And then that should fit in the garage with the roof rack on. There is the awning, which you can't see in that shot, but the awning does stick up a little higher than the roof rack. But I can buy another bracket that goes, because the awning sort of sticks on like this with a bracket, and then the awning sits here, but I could just get a longer bracket that drops it down even further. SteVAN 2 Electric Boogaloo. That's a pretty cool name. I don't think we'll be calling it that, but that is pretty funny. So there's that job that needs to be done. The roof racks need to be lowered. Obviously, I've got to set up the bed and all that kind of stuff inside of it. There is no curtains, so I'm going to have to look at putting curtains in. I'm not too sure why the previous owners didn't have curtains. I mean, it has got tinted windows, but if you're parked up somewhere, you want to curtain it, right? Make it completely black. So I'll look into that. But it does have all the screw holes and screws in the side, on the top and the bottom of each window. So there's obviously a thing you could, I'll just search it up, you could make a rack or something. A curtain rod is what I meant to say, not a rack, a curtain rod. So there's that. Then the other thing is there's no jack or tire iron. So if I get a flat now, I'm screwed. So I've got to buy one of those, a jack and a tire iron. I'm going to buy solar panel for the roof, the racks, sorry. I'm going to buy floodlights, or spotties, I guess. I've already seen the ones I'd like to get, 9-inch spotties on 4-wheel drive Supercenter website, and the solar panel as well. And then add my other dual battery back in. So this has already got a dual battery with its own BC-DC and the Anderson outlet for connecting straight into the solar, but I want to add mine to it as well. So we'll have 3 batteries in totes. The reason I want to add mine to it is because that battery that's in there right now, or the second battery, is solely for the fridge and freezer, which is going to be great when camping. Because like I said, when Marty and I went to Tantangara, the only thing keeping us coming back into civilization every 2 days was to refill the ice to keep the food fresh in the esky. But if you can run a fridge freezer off solar, which you clearly can, then I don't want that battery to, I don't want to run anything else off that battery. G-Van, GivesVan, G-Van. I like the sound of that. Or G-I-Van? G-I-Van. Are you saying G-I or G-Van? The G-Van. I like G-Van. Is there something about this word? Shamanics? How do you say this word, by the way? Is that it's Chamonix, right? Chamonix. Chamonix. I can feel something coming up with that. Chamonix van. Hey, by the way, 6 watching and 6 thumbs up. That's a good ratio. Chamonix. So those are the main jobs I've got to do, and fitting in the third battery and the solar panels and the floodlights. I'm hoping my not brother-in-law, but I'm hoping James will be able to do that for me. Giovanni. Oh, Doug. Giovanni. I like that, actually. Giovanni. G-O. I got a problem with my Giovanni. Yeah, and either way, where we're at right now is, happiness for me. Happiness. They originally had it advertised at 25,000. I was like, fuck, dude, that's way overpriced. 25,000 for that? No way. It's a 2005 model, 184,000 kilometers on the clock, fully set up for camping, dual battery with the roof racks and all that fridge and everything. Yes, it's one of the better ones. Mechanically A1 by the look of it. I mean, anything could happen in down the future, right? I don't know, but Chamonix looks like a nice place in France. Yeah, okay, Chamonix. Maybe there's some tie in there with the name Chamonix. It's a nice place in France. It's a nice place to stream from. And so when I saw it in the ads, it looks much better than when you get there. So when I first got to the house, it wasn't quite what it was. Like, I was like, oh, dude, this is, and there's a bit of the dash that's broken. And they had it taped up with white gaff tape, and I was like, "Dude, you didn't have any of this on the photos." Like, he's like, "Yeah, I tried to super glue it, but the super glue didn't work." So the left-hand passenger, when you open the glove box, the whole side panel falls off. So that's gonna have to be glued back in, like araldite or something. But what I'm saying, or what I'm getting at, is that they kind of hid that in the ad. And so I said, "Look, it's not quite what it looked like in the ad. In fact, it's a little bit beat up, and you managed to sort of hide that nicely." And I said, "Would you take 19 for it?" Because they wanted 22. And I straight away said, "Would you go with 19?" And they said, well, 19.5. And I went, no, they said 20. And I went, 19.5. And they went, done. And so I think that's a reasonable price. I still think it's a little overpriced, but it is a raised market. Like, the market's higher. I sold mine for 7,800 and I bought it for 6,000 3 years ago. So the market has increased, and that was a 1994 model. This is a 2005 model. So less kilometers, more recently built, in better condition with all the fit outs. It's worth it, but I would have thought it, in my head, I was thinking this is probably around $15,000, but 25 is that's an outrage. You're not going to get that for it. The other notable thing is the couple I bought it from. So, I didn't tell you this. So yesterday I went up to Sydney to look at another one, or a different one, a 1997 model, fully set up for camping again, nicely presentable. And get this, the fucking son of a bitch woman, get this. I should just read you. I can't. I deleted myself from it. So we have this discourse, right? And we're chatting. This is not yesterday, the day before. So I'm at work and I'm like, "Oh, I've seen your van. Is there anything that I should know about it? Anything funky, right? I've already had a deleker and I know that sometimes there's issues. Is there anything to be known?" And she said, no, it's mechanically great. There's no problems with it. She might have said something, I can't remember, but there was, basically it was like, okay, cool. And I said, "Well, I'm on the South Coast, but if I come up tomorrow, are you available for a viewing?" And her answer was, "Sure." So then I said, "Okay, well, I'll let you know what time my train comes in. It'll be in the PM because it's about a 3-hour train trip. So I'll let you know what time that is." And she sees it, like it's marked as seen. She didn't respond. This is not yesterday, the day before. So yesterday I get on a train, as I planned. Send her another message saying, "Just letting you know my train gets into Central at 1:12 or whatever it was." She sees that message, doesn't respond. I take the train trip up there. I get out at Central. She still hasn't responded. So I say, hey, I'm at Central. Whereabouts are you at? Because she's somewhere in Sydney, right? It's just a general vicinity. I pictured getting on another train to maybe out west or something. I don't know. And she says, I've already sold it. Oh, no, not sold. I've already promised it to somebody else. I'm like, what? You've done what? You've already promised it to somebody else. And I was cheeky. I was like, yeah, that was me. That's me, the guy coming up from the South Coast. You promised me a viewing. And she's like, no, it's what can I say? It's basically gone. Like, are you really going to do me dirty like that? Like, that's shit. And she's basically held a line and said, yep, it's basically gone. So I was like, all right, how do you do ratings on, I've never rated anybody on Facebook Marketplace, but I was like, all right, you're getting a negative rating and this is shit. And I said, you are that guy right now. You're that guy. And I guess it wasn't meant to be. And I rated her 1 star, reported her, and then left the conversation. Rang my sister and said, look, I'm not even going to see the van that I wanted to see. I'm pretty pissed about it. And she's like, come over and, there's a bottle of Jack. So me and my sister just had a boozy afternoon. And I'm on the Marketplace. And I'd originally seen this van on Marketplace for $25,000. And I was like, that's way out of my price range, right? Like I was going to buy one for $10,000. And I was like, well, I looked at it again and I thought, she's in Cronulla. It said Cronulla. And I was like, I'm in Janali. I've had a few Jacks. I send her a message, say, hey, is there anything to know about your van? I know I've had a Delica. Are there anything funky to know? And she's like, no, it's really good, really clean, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, hey, I'm in Janali. I could pop over to Cronulla this afternoon, like later on. And I'm already a few down. I'm like, I can jump on a train pretty drunk and go and see this thing. She's like, actually, I'm on the South Coast. I'm not actually in Cronulla, but what I do is I'll come up to Cronulla because my family's up there. If there's enough people interested in viewing the van, I'll do the drive up there and showcase the van. And I was like, are you kidding me? Whereabouts are you? And she's like, I'm in Ulladulla. I'm like, for fuck's sake. I'm normally down your way. I'm only up here today to look at another van who the woman stiffed me and did the dirty. I was like, well, look, if I can get down to Ulladulla tomorrow, can I view the van? You're not going to do me the runaround, are you? And she's like, no, if you can. She had a dude call her up and say, I will come and take the bull bar off your van. I will buy the bull bar. That is such a good bull bar. I want it and I'll put on a replacement one. And she's like, no, I'm selling a van. I'm not selling a bull bar. She was a bit pissed off about it too. And so when I said I could come down tomorrow and view it, or could I? She said, yeah, absolutely. So it's funny how things kind of happen like that. Like this woman, Tilda, her name was, Tilde. I don't know if that's her real name, Tilde. She did the dirty, right? Like that's an asshole maneuver for a seller to say all those things. And by the way, if she had promised it to somebody else, she could have said, I've got someone else interested. I'm going to make a promise to them. Instead, she sees my messages. I'm getting on the train. I'll be there in 3.5 hours. I'm at the station. Where do I go from here? I promised it to somebody else. You want the daggers? I was going to give her the daggers. She was that guy, or she was a cunt at that point. Aero Gamer, if you're happy with it, it's not overpriced. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I did take a personal loan from my mother to the tune of $9,000. So I'm $9,000 in debt. And I also withdrew my AdSense revenue from YouTube. So anybody who's ever super chatted me or watched my content, you helped pay for the van. So thank you. I also rang my boss and said, hey, boss lady, I won't tell you her name. I said, I just wanted to let you know because I'd said take me off the roster until I get wheels again. And I said, I'm back on the roster. And in fact, I'll take any shift you can give me any day. I used to say just Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, second bus, not early bus. I don't want to get up at 1:30 in the morning. I said to her, I'll take any shift you can give me any day, anytime. I'm $9,000 in debt. I just bought a new van. I'll do and I'm going to pay that shizzle off Bam, bam. I'm gonna smash it. I'm gonna pay it off so quick. Bugdana, hey kiddos, how you doing, Bugskis? Rob, all the Delekas on car sale, all the 2005 Delekas on car sales are over 20. I did look on car sales as well, yeah, and they are too. And there's also a couple of 2009 models, like the new versions, and some of them are a bit lower than 20. So I was like, I don't know, like, it seems like the market has changed in the short 3 years that I've been in this club. It's changed so quickly, like, it's incredible. Hey, I see 8 watching and only 7 upvotes. Can I get 8 upvotes for the 8 viewers? But yeah, I mean, for the next little while, I'm going to be quite busy sort of setting it all and getting it all ready. So yeah, I don't know. Like, are you guys happy? I'm happy. What do we do? I'm going to keep this stream to half an hour because I want to go out there and take the roof racks off and measure all that crap and look for the new legs. I upvoted. Thank you, Bugnana. Well, look, let's by the way, did anybody not see the video that wants to see it? Has anybody come into the stream that hasn't seen this video which showcases my new van? Has anybody not seen it? I'll play it again if you want, but otherwise we'll get skedaddling out. We'll get out of here and I'll go and do some work on the roof racks. And oh, by the way, if you want to watch the video, you can go back and watch it at the beginning of the stream. I'm happy for you, Gibbs. Yeah, me too, Rob. Thanks, dude. Cheers, man. Bugnana, I didn't see it. Okay, well, if it's just Bugnana, I'll kill the stream and then just zoom back in, and you'll see it. We watched it one time, and it's right there to be viewed. I really want to get out there and start work on it, so I appreciate you all being here. Appreciate the upvotes, and steer clear. Streaming soon. Looks like we might be calling it Giovanni. You know what? That's not going to work, is it? It's got to just come natural. The name's going to just fall off a tree and hit me in the head, and I'll be like, that's the name. Until that happens, though, folks, I'll see you guys later. Get out of here. I got to go on Roof Rack Work Machine. Maybe I'll get a name out there. Out there. Player. Out there.